Hi, my name is Kaya Ramampur and I'm here with the Arlington Council on Aging. RESPECT, find out what respect means to us when we come back after the break. Welcome back. I'm Kaya with the Arlington Council on Aging. Today we're going to talk about respect and inclusion. Over the last few weeks, we have talked about Arlington's age-friendly initiative. The World Health Organization designates 8 domains in which we can develop our community. These include outdoor spaces and buildings, transportation, housing, social participation, respect and inclusion, civic participation and employment, communication and information, and community and health services. Today, we're going to focus on respect and inclusion. Respect has many different interpretations and understandings. Communities are not exempt from this conundrum. So you might ask, what does respect look like in our communities? Well, I asked around in the Council on Aging, and all of the answers have underlying themes and are similar in some ways. People said that we have to assume that people have the best of intentions, we should treat people with dignity, and we should respect people's cultural differences. I am a firm believer that most people have an understanding of respect. However, the World Health Organization asks us to consider whether our communities really are respectful and inclusive. We might be, but the reality is we can always do better. There are many social theories that suggest communities develop exclusive and disrespectful behaviors because we, as humans, fear what is different or unfamiliar. It's almost a natural reaction, but we can check ourselves and unlearn these behaviors by making an effort to communicate and engage with the people in our community. In fact, this is an active effort right here at the Council on Aging as we facilitate our intergenerational Tea Talk. The Tea Talk gathers international students from the local high school and older adults in our community to come together for thoughtful conversation once a month. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of facilitating an exercise that fostered empathy and broke down stereotypes and preconceived notions of who might be in our community. The activity was founded in the art of oral history and personal narrative. You might ask, what is oral history? Well, oral history is a systematic collection of living people's testimonies about their own experiences. Oral history is not folklore, gossip, hearsay, or rumor. It's real experiences, real life issues. You might ask, why is oral history important? Well, oral history allows you to learn about the perspectives of individuals who might not otherwise appear in historical record. It's an expression of culture, identity, and memory. And it gives people a glimpse into the lives and experiences of people we may or may not know personally. I asked students to reflect on the following 8 prompts in this exercise. 1. I asked them to list specific items that stood out in their childhood. I asked them to list products or brand names that could be found in their homes or residences growing up. I had them think about smells that remind them of their childhood or other sensory items from their memory. I also had them list specific foods or meals or rituals around food that they experienced. They also listed phrases, nicknames or greetings or other specific words that took on meaning in their life growing up. They reflected on family rituals, holidays, events that were celebrated, and even events that were not. They also reflected on family beliefs or ideologies that could or could not include religion or other deeply held beliefs. And finally, I had them think about one specific event, phrase or saying, or belief or memory that stood out as representative of their childhood, and I had them expand on it. After the reflection, the group wrote poems out of their answers. And during the poem writing process, they took time to chat about what they reflected on, their childhood memories, the items or scents or events that stuck out to them. For many, the poems offered a peek into the identities and experiences of people they have met over the last few months. I have some noteworthy poems that I wanted to share with you today. Maddie wrote, "I am from Spain. From my grandfather's house, I am from everyday Nesquik. I am from the smell of my mother's coffee and my father's Spanish omelet, and my grandmother's croquettes. I am from my parents' do whatever makes you happy, and my grandparents enjoy everything you do. I am from family." Mary Villano is the Foreign Exchange Program Coordinator for the international students at the high school, and she sent in her poem this morning. So, "I am from summers at the lake, catching turtles with my sisters. I am from riding my bike all over the place, staying out in the evening till the street lights turned on. I am from summer nights playing tag and Relivio, all of the neighbor kids joining the fun. I am from Dairy Queen getting ice cream, along with the neighborhood dads and their kids." Sue Culhane helps us organize the intergenerational tea talk, and she sent in her poem, and I wanted to read an excerpt of that one. Right. "I am from summer trips across the bridge to visit grandparents in New Jersey, swimming in lake at bottom of the hill, orange sherbet, brown-edged wafers fresh from the bakery, cake and ice cream for birthdays, ham at Easter, beef for Christmas, wrappings, ribbons, wreath, and tinsel among the tree needles, trying to practice the golden rule." So the entire group wrote these I am poems, and they came out fantastic. And it's just one activity that's an example of the ways that we can cultivate environments of respect and inclusion amongst each other. It was a reminder that we don't know where people have been unless we are given the opportunity to engage with them. We, as a community, should celebrate our differences and the wonderful things we can bring to the table. We encourage our viewers now to write your own poems and submit them to the Council on Aging for us to show off. You can send your IM submissions to kramenper@town.arlington.ma.us. And as always, we encourage you to drop by the Senior Center at 27 Maple Street to utilize the many services and programs we offer. Thank you. That's all for today. You're watching Living Out Loud.